to be at a minimum the cost of trucking, which is $500 to $600 per truck that come to our airport, and they literally come from that tank right over there, and then fill it, truck it back to the airport. But the bigger, broader purpose is that larger companies like UPS, I'll use them as an example, and even Boeing, they have fuel contracts that they can now hedge their fuel here at our airport. And that every time I talk to, I know UPS about this project, their eyes light up. It's a big opportunity for them to have that pipe fuel. And also capacity. We have 2 FBOs that we'll see here in a moment. One of the FBOs currently is having a capacity issue. Happens to be the FBO that's serving UPS at the moment. So their existing tankage, they're wanting to expand, get more tanks, and we are looking to have this fuel pipeline tapped before that's necessary. So again here, bus left.
Absolutely. I think this is going to be our first stop here. This is kind of where. While this is a moment where organized labor and unions rightly are enjoying more of an ear and more of a seat at the table in Washington, with a president who is proud of being the most pro-union president in modern history and makes sure that our entire administration does the same. It's not so much about power in Washington, or rather, the power in Washington is a means to an end. What it's about is people having power over their own lives. And I think you gave great expression to that in the work that you are doing, that the AFL-CIO is doing, that the building trades are doing, certainly that SMART is doing, that organized labor is doing, is about giving people more power over their own destiny, over their own trajectory, over the future of their own families. There used to be an idea that some of these urban dimensions of transportation, whether we're talking about vibrant walkable streets or whether we're talking about good transit, that was only for the big, dense East Coast and West Coast cities. It might make sense in a place like Manhattan, but never in the Midwest. As somebody who comes from a lower density Midwestern city, I'm thrilled to see these concepts catching on and succeeding and driving a lot of economic growth and opportunity in places like Indianapolis. This is a city that emerged in a way that maybe 100 years ago was actually more sustainable in terms of urbanism than the way it started to look in the 60s and 70s. But now in the 2020s, we have a whole new chapter opening up. And we're really proud to team up with the city, with Mayor Hogsett, and with neighborhood groups that are trying to make that happen.